I forgot to record. All right, okay, let's go back. So let's look at some. If you want to know the rules of this tournament, simple. This is the open qualifiers. Everyone is invited. All you have to do is go to the top, and once you reach the top, you get an invite to the closed qualifiers. And once you succeed in the closed qualifiers, you go to the LAN tournament. You grab a ticket to Moscow and say hello to your idols, or even go head to head with your favorite teams. Who knows? We might find the next miracle in this sort of open tournament. Next Miracle, next Dendy, next EG, next OG, perhaps next TNC, Mineski, or whatever. But anyway, South American region, everyone's target is to be the next Team Infamous. Let's look at the lineups for both teams. Radiant, we have Dark Mago, Zona, Feeling Kun, 547, and Slipty. For Dire, Kachaloman, Easy, Koto, Devilman, and Lloyd. Let's look at the bans for both teams. Radiant's bans. 3 potential roamers, Night Stalker, Tusk, and Shadow Shaman. Definitely they want to protect their core heroes. Puck is out of the battlefield, sort of counter mobility hero, very good initiation hero option as well. And of course you have the lane specialist, the ultimate lane specialist, the Broodmother. As for the Dire, a lot of AoE bans. Sand King, Tide Hunter, Disruptor. These are AoE bans that we've seen Team Newbie deploy against Team Liquid in the Genting finals, a sort of heroes with a lot of AoE potential. And then their next ban are core heroes that could deal a lot of nuke damage, could slow down the Legion commander to be specific, namely Shadow Fiend, if he gets out of range. And even if he gets dueled, if he still has his items, he could slaughter anyone. And then a Phantom Lancer, another Legion commander threat as well. Obviously those illusions are a bit of a nightmare to deal with, and certainly the Dire doesn't have a lockdown to contain it. Picks for both teams, you have Team Radiant with a little some spacing from the Keeper of the Light. Of course, the Blinding Light could potentially be a clutch moment. Clockwork with the cogs as well. Gyrocopter could bring a barrage from long range, and they have some initiation plays from the Batrider. So Clockwork and Batrider, 2 potential initiators. Gyrocopter could be if he could land a perfect homing missile. Dire, on the other hand, let's see, they could go for a split push with the Lycan and some burst damage from the Apparition and the Tinker, as well as the Earth Spirit as well. So of course, they could engage in team fights efficiently because you got some burst magical damage from AA. Everyone knows you don't like to deal with that Ice Blast. Like, it's the living nightmare. Ask CDEC after what they've experienced in TI5 when Universe delivered that 6 million Echo Dollar slam. Obviously, you do not want to encounter an Ice Blast. Let's see what rate is going to go. Mid lane Gyrocopter, we might see that, or a hard carry Gyrocopter. Yeah, either or. And as for the Dire, this is a very standard composition with Ancient Apparition at 5, Earth Spirit at 4, Lycan at the 2, although it's very risky to deploy Lycan as your first pick, knowing that it could be easily countered. Obviously, the core heroes are always a must to be stopped. Obviously, Tinker mid, then Legion offlane for Radiant. Keeper's going to be the 5. Not sure if Clockwork's going to be 4 or 3, because Batrider could also be a 4 or 3, so it could be interchangeable. And they could also both initiate play, so they could end up being 3 as well. Final pick set, Templar Assassin. So more on the right click damage for the side of Radiant with the Gyrocopter and the Templar Assassin. And of course they could, yeah, with the right click damage, combine it with the Batrider and Clockwork. That's a really good pick-off strat for Radiant. And Dire going for more like a team fight composition here. Of course, the mid lane war is going to be Templar Assassin versus Tinker, likely in the previous match between DC and Lux. You know, if that Tinker gets those items, then it would be very easy for him to farm up in the mid lane. Templar Assassin doesn't really have the sort of mobility, so Tinker could capitalize on that. Of course, what's common about Templar Assassin and Tinker is that these are 2 mid lane heroes that really desperately need some mobility items. Templar Assassin can hide, yes she can, but obviously she needs a Blink Dagger. Same goes with Tinker. Tinker, well, he can't hide, but he needs a Blink Dagger, no doubt about that. Okay, so of course it's a good situation. Who's gonna win? Is it the right click team or is it gonna be the AoE team based team? Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, the last match that I'm gonna broadcast. So let the games begin. let's introduce the players as well as the heroes. Lasted to nice set. Okay, Radiant. We have Zona here as a Bat Rider, Slip D as a Clockwork, Black Majo as a Templar Assassin or Mago, Feelin G as a Gyro, 547 as a KOTL, my favorite hero. Then we go for the Dyer. We have Devilman as the Earth Spirit. Wait, I can't read. Oh yeah, Kodo. Yeah, Kodo as a Legion Commander. Then Lloyd as a Tinker. Kachaloman as the Ancient Apparition, and Izzy as a Lycan. Okay, so Lycan gonna go in the top lane, typical Lycan position. Zona, okay, this is gonna be an off-lane Bat Rider, no doubt about that. Kachaloman. You know, what I like about the Ancient Apparition, actually AA is my second favorite support hero, and KOTL will always be my number one. Actually, when I play support, I always like to play KOTL or Ancient Apparition, because they could be potential clutchers. Especially if you could time the Blinding Light or your Ice Blast well. Of course, we might see some aggressive Bat Tunes. We are actually seeing here in the top lane. And there are no smoke ganks. So if you look at it, Dyer, yeah, they've already well secured this area. Radiant knocking in the doorstep here, so this could be an early bounty advantage for Radiant. But no, it's actually evenly matched because Kodo was just knocking through the back line saying, look, I got a steal. Thanks for the candy. You gave me free candy without I don't even have to pay for a nickel for that. Okay, so mid lane wars as expected. Templar Assassin by Dark Mago against Lloyd as a Tinker. Top lane is going to be a tri-lane with Kachaloman. Devilman, definitely going to roam around, no doubt. Izzy, the Lycan, against Zona in the off-lane Bat Rider. Bottom lane, okay, we have Boon. And then you have Slip D and Strike 547. I don't know what's happening in there. And Kodo forced to retreat in the top. And it's going back to the base, so that creates space for Feeling Kun to get all the farm needed. But no, obviously it's not going to be easy to farm, especially knowing that, of course, Kodo did a good job of pulling the creeps. Good strategy to distract the opposition, which was happening. So, of course, Slip D wouldn't be able to help his team farm, wouldn't be able to help Feeling Kun get the necessary farm because of this distraction by the Legion Commander. Now Kachaloman's gonna get pressured on. This is not a good spot for him. Devilman. Well, of course, you have some backup options. Kachaloman could slow you down if you're gonna go on the offensive. Devilman could also do the same. He can send a Stone Remnant, and you're gonna be forced to go on the retreat. Now, this is like what I said. This mid lane war is interesting because, like what I said in the draft phase, these two heroes rely a lot on mobility items. Obviously, the Templar Assassin has an edge in terms of running away, even sustainability because of the refraction. Tinker does not have sustainability at all. Like he needs his teammates to be sustainable. Now rolling bowler on Zona. Zona says hello, sends in some sticky butters on Devilman. Devilman is not gonna engage furthermore. Kodo level 2. Of course, he's under leveled because of the fact that he did some early game surprises there, which left him under leveled. And of course, although it's a good thing that Slip D actually fell into that, because if he didn't fall into that, then obviously that gives more space for Feeling Kun to further level up and get some easy farming threats. As now Zona gonna get slowed down. There's a rolling boulder, 547, trying to protect his teammate though. He won't be able to help his teammate though because he only has an Illuminate. He doesn't have yet a Blinding Light. So Kachaloman gets a kill on Zona. Zona goes down. And just look at that refraction. It's just making things difficult for Lloyd. I mean, yeah, you could activate your laser, but the refraction is just blocking that laser. And that's the upper hand that the Templar Assassin has in the early game against the Tinker. Now we go here in the bottom lane. Kodo and Sleep D exchanging blows. Not going to have some sort of kills yet. Obviously, we all know that the Legion Commander is very dependent on being level 6 and very item dependent as well. Because of course, Legion Commander becomes a perfect initiator if he has a blink dagger. and if he has a Shadow Blade. But so far, the pressure on Kodo is just going to be too much for him to handle, and he's going to get a wrapped around kill by 547. It's potentially going to happen. I mean, Legion Commander does not have the press the attack to heal himself. So this is a very risky situation for Kodo. He's surrounded here. There's 547 on the high ground. And then you have, oh dear, Kodo. Yeah, Kodo has to hide. I mean, yeah, he does have a potion. Thank goodness he has a potion. If without the press the attack, he's very vulnerable. Yeah, and if you look at it, you know, Slip D, I mean, oh, look at this. Kodo just dodged the Illuminate, but Kodo is going to get slowed down by the battery. Earth Spirit declares a break. Now, of course, with Kodo at level 3, let's see. He's going to die with Slip D, no doubt about that. I mean, the batteries are just doing some damage in Kodo. And, of course, Kodo's not going to live through there. He's not. Okay, let's go back to the mid lane war. So Lloyd has a bottle early. Dark Mago does not have a bottle, but he's going to go for a Desolator early. That's his next target. Let's look at the last hits in the nice. Izzy, well, he has 3 heroes alongside him in the top lane. So it's obvious he's obviously going to dominate the last hits in the nice department. Is Kodo? Yeah, it's going to be predicted. He's going to die there. Now Zona trying to spot some unsuspecting prey. I mean, that's what the Bat Rider does best, especially when he has that Firefly. You could just, that's why he's like the ultimate counter to the Monkey King. That's right now there's a low rolling boulder there, and this is a good spot to go for a rolling boulder to make sure that Zona does not go on the high ground to the shrine area. Oh, he's going to get slowed down there. Lloyd there to the rescue to make sure that things are going to be disastrous for Zona, and it is disastrous for Zona. Slip D trying to help his team, but going to get slowed down in here. But I don't think this is a good spot for Slip D. He knows that the opposition has no mana though, but he gets, of course, he's forced to use his cogs in there. He is quite tanky though. He might get a Kachiloman. Rolling boulder activated. Now Slip D, he's going to pay on his sins. Why did he ever go there? I don't know why. He should have backed off a bit, and a rolling boulder was there to finish him off. Like, yeah, like, you know that it's a 2-on-1 situation, and you know that the Tinker is already knocking through the doorstep. So I don't know why Slip D just ventured further forward. It's either his lagging, or he thinks he could take on these two, knowing that they have limited mana pool, without him knowing that Devilman's mana was just 1/8. Wait, my math is bad, right? 1/8. I mean, seriously, he could one rolling boulder and you could be stopped. I mean, one not rolling boulder, but one stone remnant. So Lloyd already level 6. Now, if he gets these items, now of course Dark Mago could really pressure Lloyd early, especially with the Side Blades. Side Blades could do some splash, could do some devastating vertical damage, as right now Strike gets a kill on 2014. Oh, and that's huge. Zona dead. So obviously things are looking pretty good here on the top area. Izzy is just pushing through the towers in the tier 1 area. And this, the presence of Kachiloman and Devilman is just really helping this team. I mean, let's face it, this is like a potential... Okay, there's a rolling boulder on Mago. Of course, Mago is forced to run away because he doesn't have the sort of firepower. He's slowed down there, but the Refraction trying to keep himself alive. Of course, the Side Blade's doing some damage on Devilman. Nearly gets a kill on Lloyd. But, of course, the tankiness is indeed helping him. The Refraction is helping him. Setting up traps as well to make sure he creates some space for himself. Now the tier 1 tower here is under siege. The creeps are doing it. Even, oh, Izzy level 6, forced to activate the ultimate, but Zona burning the fields around. That's a high damage maneuver there by Zona as well as Izzy. And Izzy, being overconfident and reckless, was forced to retreat in there. Now he's going to go on the offensive on Zona, but this is very risky here by Izzy. I mean, I understand that you have the speed advantage, but with that Firefly, you want to run away. I mean, there's no way you can say, okay, I'm very confident with this. But then the fact that you were trapped by Zona, I mean, Zona, you know, his right-clicking skills are just really good to make sure that Izzy doesn't say, yeah, I could go on the offensive. No, you don't. Oh, this is not looking good for Kodo. Caught in there. And yeah, of course, the Clockwork versus Legion Commander early game situation is not good news for the Clockwork. I mean, sorry, for the Legion Commander. Especially if you get caught by the cogs. And then you have 547 who's doing a good job rotating. So if you look at it, surprise, I mean, the two supports for both teams are really rotating. They give emphasis on rotations a lot. Like for the side of Radiant, you have 547 and Clockwork who's rotating in the bottom lane, in the top lane. I mean, for the side of Dire, you have Kachiloman as well as Devilman doing the job here. So the two supports for both teams are rotating a lot. And let's see what their carries are going to do about it and what sort of countermeasures are going to be offered as well. So Izzy, well, he's already level 7. He's using these creeps here. He's using the creeps to create space for himself and provide a sort of surprise factor. If Zona gets caught, so he's going to get frozen. He's going to go down. So Lloyd, knowing that he doesn't have the sort of advantage, he's going to get pressured by the side blades. I think he's going to farm up here. He's going to go for the typical Tinker March of the Machines on the creeps as the tier 1 tower goes down here. No, he's actually going to go for right click. Yeah, he's going to stack up these creep camps and get some farm because he needs to get some items, especially knowing that Dark Mago is just getting, it's just ripping him slowly apart. My goodness, Izzy's just keeping on the pressure as well. Illuminate, not doing some sort of additional damage. Now Izzy going for the ultimate. Who's he going to chase in here? No, he's just going to bring it to run away. He's not going on the offensive there. He knows that the Clockwork is there. So he'll be like, yeah, I have to run away. And even feeling Kun could even send a homing missile to stop him. So, of course, it's a smart move to run away. You don't like to risk that. But in return, he's going to go and push through the bottom lane. Try his best here, together with his backup partner in crime, Devilman and Kachiloman. Now, I wonder what 547... Let's see. Like, Keeper of the Light, yeah, he's a very good space controller with a blinding light. But he's also very good at pressuring the lanes with Illuminate. I mean, most KOTL players would either spam up the Illuminate or go for a Chakra Magic, spam those two. I mean, yeah, that's what the Keeper does best, provides mana sustainability. But he can also be used like a primary escape option. As right now you can see a call down activated. That's only done on the creeps. Actually, no, it's intended on Lloyd. And Lloyd's going to hide through the tree lines, but no, the ultimate there, the call down, was just making sure that things are not looking pretty good. As Devilman, one more hit. Illuminate though. Oh, the duel. That's a perfect time to go in a duel. Devilman just juked him out. He said surprise, and that's what Kodo does best. Through the blink of an eye, you are caught in the duel. And that's a slight momentum boost for the side of the Dire. Yeah, and if this Legion Commander constantly get these dual kills, then he's going to be like a nightmare to deal with. Especially if you're going like, let's see, and if he constantly get it, then he could survive Slipkney's barrage, because Clockwork is doing a pretty good job against a Legion Commander, but once those dual damages rack up, and you're not going to have a good time. And you could even pick off Dark Mago with that sort of dual damage as well. It could be like a living situation where you'll be like, oh my, I mean, I gotta say, do a sign of the cross and say a Hail Mary. The Templar Assassin has a Blink Dagger, going for a Desolator, no doubt about that. Now Izzy trying to farm up here. He has a Necro Minicon, so Izzy here is forcing for items for pushing. Because you have the Helm of Dominator, as right now Kachiloman gets pressed on there, trying to freeze anyone in front of his path. Lloyd's caught in the middle of the call down. He's not going to love through that, and he's not going to love it. He's certainly going to die through that. And he was caught in there. And if you look at the Tinker, why he died in there, yeah, he did get in. It's important that you kill a Gyrocopter. But the Tinker died because, one, he doesn't have a Blink Dagger. So if he sends in a barrage of rockets without a Blink Dagger to just run away, then he's very prone. So he needs a Blink Dagger instantly, as right now Kodo getting caught by this right-click damage by Mago. Of course, Mago having a fun time because of the fact that he's taking advantage of the Tinker's lack of ability to run away. And right now, Dark Mago's going to get pressed on in here, going on the offensive, but he might pay the price of Magnetize, slowing him down. He does go down. The duel activated on Zona. This could be a living nightmare on Zona. Oh dear, Kodo with level 20 damage set. Now Slip Day gets caught by the rolling boulder. Oh, Stone Remnant puts him back in the middle of the action. Slip Day trying to run away. Will he run away? No, he doesn't dare. Feeling Coon activates his ultimate, the call down though. It's not going to find any target. And even if it does find a target, they'll be like, oh, Izzy doesn't even seem to care. We're just going to knock through your doorstep. There's a rolling boulder activated. And Coon, oh, he gets he gets pulled into the middle of the danger zone. Oh, this is like playing a game of PUBG where you're just forced to go into those areas with a rocket barrage at your doorstep. Okay, so let's do a brief item check for both teams. Feeling Kun, who nearly died in that clash. Mask of Madness, good news. Sanjin Yash, next in the item list. Kachiloma, not really anything fancy. 547 as well, no doubt. Zona, yeah, okay. Drum of Endurance, yeah, your typical stats-based item. Also your typical insurance policy if ever you do not like to engage in team fights. Right now, Dark Mago just getting a kill on Izzy and Ice Blast. Gets a hit on Dark Mago. Of course, Dark Mago is forced to retreat with the Ice Blast. But obviously he could still survive, no doubt about that. Now Zona, okay, that's what you want to see with the drum. But of course, the drum is wasted there. Remember, the drum has limits. So you want to maximize every drum press you do to get those important pickoff or runaways. Okay, so Feeling Kun, well, he's going to go for Sanjin Yash, as I said. No Blink Dagger yet for Lloyd. Okay, Feeling Kun caught in there. Magnetize activated. Will we see a dual Ice Blast set? Oh, that's going to be huge in there. Now, this is not looking good here. Magnetize slowing everyone down on the side of Radiant. Will Zona try to run away? 547 gets sniped upon by the Tinker. And boy, Lloyd is having the best game of his life. He doesn't even need a Blink Dagger. All he needs is just to hide through the back lines and just bringing a barrage of machines to make everyone in front of him cry. And that space created, I mean, if you look at it, Dyer has a lot of pushing options. Tinker is one. Then you have Lycan as another. And then, well, Earth Spirit, potentially. Yes, potentially. Although he's not the best push-up hero. Definitely not the Legion Commander, minus the overwhelming odds. But other than that, he's not really the most reliable option for pushing. And yeah, just look at Lycan's item list. Just going for items for push. Necrominicon, Helm of Dominator. I don't even see items like the typical BKBs. I don't see items like a Desolator. Or items, some other items like Heaven's Halberd. Or Satanic. Or like, what else it's in the booklet. Yeah, I don't see damage items or survivability items. I see pushing items for the side of the Lycan, which explains why he could easily be shredded apart by the Templar Assassin. Especially if the Templar Assassin gets this a Desolator. Oh, Slip D, caught in the cogs, not a good spot to go for a duel. Obviously caught there by the ultimate by Feeling Kun, and of course Slip D gets a kill. Ice Blast gets the revenge kill, and Feeling Kun forced to run away. Rolling Boulder activated, Devilman coming to the rescue. Here comes Lloyd, where's the laser shot? Will there be a snowball to make sure that Feeling Kun gets slowed down? Oh, there it is. He gets slowed down there. The rocket barrage doing it by Lloyd. Now what can Mago do in here? Let's see. Obviously, she certainly would not like to go on the offensive yet. I mean, yeah, the Legion Commander, it's understandable why she didn't duel. One, it's in not a good spot. Obviously, you're caught by the cogs in the battery. Dueling it is completely suicide. Two, you're caught by the cooldown as well. So it's a waste of dual energy. It's kind of like watching Clutch Gamers, you know, in the TI7 qualifiers where they tried to duel an Ursa Warrior and everyone went bonkers when that happened. Because why would you duel an Ursa Warrior who activated his ultimate, who activated all his abilities, and you blinked in and activated your duel on him? It's like the absolute worst nightmare you're gonna encounter. Oh, Mago caught by the rolling boulder. Ice Blast activated. Dual Rocket Barrage. Four spells. Dear Mother of Mercy, says the Radiant, and of course Dark Mago. Nowhere he could survive. Well, the Spirit Form could protect her, but obviously it was on cooldown, so 547 couldn't do anything. So with this sort of momentum boost here on the side of Dire, they're just going to take Roshan. I mean, if you look at it, yeah, they have a sentry ward here, they could spot it. Of course, a rocket is there as an intel. It is their only option for intel. And then you have these, oh my goodness. So obviously, it's not going to be a snatch. As Izzy is going to turn into a wolf, he's going to go on the offensive, and Slip D, he's overcommitting. He's going to get caught by the Stone Remnant. He's going to die. Like, I didn't know why they tried to go here. I get that you have a hook shot potential to steal it, but it's not going to be worth it, especially knowing that it's a 4-in-1 situation. You don't have backup, as right now this is not looking good for Feeling Kun, who was caught in the middle, no man's land, so that space creator on the side of Dire to go on the offensive. Feeling Kun's going to go down. Dark Mako trying to protect his teammate. Is Zona trying to burn the fields. It's the burning fields are actually doing it. Now Lloyd is going to get pushed back though. And Kachiloman, oh, he's going to teleport out. Will she teleport out? He does teleport out in the nick of time. And boy, that was a bit reckless there for the side of the Dire. I mean, that was a good duel there to create space here for his team to go on the offensive. But in return, the firepower from Dark Mako is just doing wonders, as well as the Firefly from Zona. So, yeah, they weren't able to secure that objective, which is to destroy the tier 2 tower. Izzy, on the other hand, if you look at it, he's going to go for a level 3 Necro Minicon. I mean, that's in his item list. Yeah, he's just there to, you know, he's just going to build in more minions, and that's what they're going to do. They're just going to push, but the problem is, if you look at that assault, Lycan doesn't have some sort of damage item, so which explains why he can't even go on the offensive against Dark Mako, whereas Dark Mako has a lot of damage items, so I mean, yeah, Izzy has plus 86 and 139, but you want to maximize your overall damage potential, as right now an easy pick-off kill, and Kodo is just saying, hey, 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 there's no way you can run away. Now, Izzy just relying on this push strat, and this is for me a question for concern. Like, yeah, you could take the objectives, but you also want to get some important kills, and they couldn't get kills on that 5-on-5 assault here because of the fact that if you look at the items of the Lycan, it's more like, yeah, it's more like a pushing game for him. But he's gonna get caught, and remember, Dark Mako has the damage items to slow him down. He's gonna turn into a wolf. Will he run away though? And here comes a rolling boulder sort of countermeasure, but of course the shrine is there. But even when the shrine is there, it doesn't seem to matter, especially when you have so many burst damage activated. Zona's gonna get assaulted in here, tries to run away through the trees. Will he burn through it? Will he live through it? But the boulder, through the nick of time, he goes down. Now the tier 2 tower is up for grabs. Oh my goodness, you have to commend Lloyd. Lloyd was really important in that assault in there. If Shrine was activated, but the nuke damage was just absolutely out of this universe. It was too much to handle, and it forced Dark Mako to die. And of course, that death is going to be big, because Dark Mako is like your ultimate right-click specialist, and you don't have that in your option. And Kun is not yet in the level of Dark Mako. Remember, I mean, he does have a lot of magical burst damage with the Rocket Barrage, as well as the Call Down. It won't be as sufficient though, as right now Rolling Boulder dual activates, all Ice Blast set together. He's not gonna live. And this Legion Commander, as long as he gets these kills, he's gonna enjoy his day. Like an early birthday present. And Slipty missing his hook. So far, I have not yet seen a hook shot that could really work wonders. I mean, if you're the Radiant, like, what can you do in here? Like, you're gonna piggyback right in Dark Mako, which I don't like to happen. I mean, relying a lot on one player, well, it's not good news. It's kind of like Fnatic, you know. Fnatic, Eternal Envy just relies a lot on Abed to do damage. And for me, that's not a good sign, because what if Abed has a bad game and then your entire team collapses? So I'm seeing it here in this game for the side of the Radiant. You're just going to rely a lot on Dark Mako. Let's see, Slipty, well, he has a Blade Mail. You could commend him that. Feeling Kun, yeah, he doesn't have the necessary items yet. I mean, BKB is a must. He needs to get defensive items, because he's going to get prone from the Legion Commander. Although Lincoln Sphere would be ideal, because you want to make sure he's not going to get dueled upon. See Kodo, Blink Dagger. He doesn't have yet a Blade Mail. I was expecting he's gonna go a Blade Mail very early. So far, his I don't want to say this. It's 22 minutes yet, and he still hasn't yet produced the necessary items. Although he's getting important kills, and that's very important. And right now, the tier 2 tower is destroyed. Now it's up to the tier 3 here in the bottom lane. Will it be enough though? Oh, duel activated, but no, the duel is denied, all because of Zona to the rescue. My goodness, that was beautiful there by Zona, making sure that the opposition does not even get a chance to get caught by that duel. I mean, you also have to, how do you say this? You also have to, if you're the Legion commander, you'd be like, I am so thankful that I did not activate the duel, because of the fact that if I activated the duel, of course, Dark Mago's not going to survive through this. Oh, he's going to survive through this, though. He's just going to juke it out by hiding through. But is he? Yes, he is quite tanky, but he doesn't have some sort of right-click damage items, which makes him very vulnerable to this attack, which is happening. So he has to rely on that sniper right there, and he's going to die, no doubt about that. Well, of course. See, Dark Mago, Slip D. Well, obviously, like what I said, Lycan, without the right-click damage, is going to rely on this Necrominicon Warrior to do his job for him. So a very weird approach for the Lycan. He's going to... Wait, his next item, Plate Mail, Hyperstone, so he's going to go for an Assault Cuirass. Which, well, you do need that if you want to survive the right-click damage, especially from the Gyro and even from the Templar Assassin. But remember, there's a Desolator which could reduce your armor as well. So even if you do have an Assault Cuirass, it might not be very efficient, especially... I mean, it does provide you some additional sustainability, but with that Desolator, you'll be like, oh man. I mean, Lycan could also be potentially victimized by the lasso pull by the Bat Rider, so you do want to go for items like a Lincoln or a BKB. I was wondering, does Lycan have a Shadow Blade? I mean, he can turn invisible. He has an Assault Cuirass, so... Okay, we'll see. So far, teams are going to go on the passive mode, wait for the necessary farming items, but we could see a smoke anytime. Kodo, let's see what he's going to do in here. I mean, if you look at it, there's an Observer Ward, and the Sentry Ward is going to reveal their position, but no, they're not going to the Sentry Ward spot. But here was Tinker. Look, he got turned into a fried pig. It's going to be the poor Bat Rider. He's going to get lasered upon it there. He goes down, and that's a good duel victory for V Kodo. Plus 54 for Kodo. He already has a Blade Mail. Gonna go for a Sange. Gonna go for a Heaven's Halberd at next with Arsenal. That gives him more survivability in right-click damage. So of course, with Lycan going for the Assault Cuirass, and with a Legion Commander who could dodge with a Blade Mail and who could potentially dodge those right-click damages. So you can see here, Dire are focusing on items to protect them in the right-click damage department from the Radiant. If they go for a Crimson Guard, then that will be like OP protection from right-click damage. Well, they do need to complement with some from the reduction from magical damage. BKBs obviously are one, Lincoln Spheres potentially, and obviously the infamous Pipe of Insight. Now Lloyd trying to create space, doing the way Miracle and Abed does it, trying to go through different lanes. Pushing through, he has a Scythe of Vice, so he has the overall confidence to easily sneak on someone's back and say, hello, you'll turn into a pig, we could just fry you to smoked barbecue, and that's what's going to happen. And that's what he's doing. He's just going to try his best to juke it out. Now Roshan, not going to be alive. Let's see, 1 minute and 35 seconds left for Roshan to respawn. And this Tinker is absolutely annoying the side of Radiant. Radiant, yeah, they could still win this game. I mean, they've shown glimpses that they could. Like, if they get a kill on Tinker, the floodgates are open for them. Like, they have so many ways to win once the Tinker is dead. Dark Mago has a BKB, but she needs that Orchid of Malevolence next. I wouldn't be surprised if she goes for a Bloodstone, because you want to silence one hero, and that's the Legion Commander. She gets silenced because of the not the Bloodstone, sorry, but the Bloodthorn. Oh, Legion Commander with a dual Ice Blast combination together with the Stone Remnant, but of course a Keeper of Light to protect him, but no, it's not going to be sufficient. No, he's going to get assaulted on the back lines. Look at that, he's got turned into a pig. It's a Gyrocopter, so he couldn't even make an impact because of the Scythe of Vice, and right now the tier 3 tower is under siege. A combination and execution and the patience on the side of the Dire has really worked wonders for them. My goodness, I have to say that. I mean, Blinking Duel, Ice Blast, Boulders in, Stone Remnant. And even if you have the Keeper of the Light with a Blinding Light, it's not gonna work. Because obviously the damage has been done already. Especially when you have this Tinker who could, okay, you Blinding Light all my melee friends. I have a Sniper here with a Blink Dagger, and there's no way you could run away from that. Now, Roshan is up for grabs. Let's see, wards here, wards here. So the Dire could take Roshan anytime, knowing that they have the vision advantage, which the Radiant doesn't have. Although they do have a ward here to see something fishy, although it's already caught by this Lycan Wolf. Yeah, that's what happened. You're going to destroy that. Oh, dual set, and that's the perfect target to duel. Very soft and squishy, and that's easy for Kodo, who's already plus 82. And he's not going to be easy to hit, especially with this Talisman of Evasion. 26, 12. There's the stun there, and Dark Mago turned into a pig. He's going to be fried. She's going to be fried. Easy. I mean, let's see what the Radiant can do. So many traps have been laid here. They don't have vision in the Roche Pit. There are two heroes who could make a clutch moment in the Roche Pit, namely your right-click damage dealer and your AoE Keeper of the Light with a Blinding Light who could spread everyone out. Is gone. So of course you have no option. And then there's Libby. I think he's sacrificing his life. He's gonna do this in vain. No, that's not a good spot. Hook shot on Kachiloman. He was expecting he's gonna go for a hook here, but no, he went for the hook here. Kachiloman with a perfect positioning. He's like, yeah, you try to hook me. No, you hook the wrong target, man. It's a 10k net worth lead and things are not looking pretty good. Keeper of Light trying to get that Aghanim Scepter. He's desperately... Oh my goodness, Lloyd. What have you done? Please. Radiant begging for mercy already. It's already 30 minutes. 11k net worth lead. And wow, look at this. Yeah, 5, 4, 7 trying to create space for his team. A defensive barrier, he is not. Knowing that he doesn't have that sort of tankiness. Oh, Lloyd just dodged through that. Illuminate, Mana Leak activated. Oh, Izzy going on the offensive against Dark Mago. Ultimate activated. Oh my goodness, that's a perfect combination of Orchestra on the side of the Dire. And it's going to be forcing the opponent 3 buybacks. Then that's already making the Dire retreat. 3 buybacks in the Orchestra of abilities. It starts from Devilman, Kodo, Ice Blast, and of course the Sniper from long range. I mean, how do you stop that? You had the perfect target. Dark Mago's about to kill Lycan, but the duel says, oh, you're gonna get a kill on Lycan. I don't think so, man. Why not you target someone your own size, and that would be me. Well, they did get a kill on the Rax. That's good for the Dire. Let's see if you're gonna do. Let's see if you're Radiant, what you're gonna do here. 5, 4, 7. Gonna desperate to get an Aghanims. Yeah, Gyro couldn't do anything here. I mean, yeah, BKB is important. Gonna go for a Sanj and Yash. I mean, the Gyrocopter is confused. 1, he needs right-click items, no doubt about that. 2, he needs survivability items. We can't deny that as well. That's why he opted for a BKB over the Sanj and Yash. But obviously, the Gyrocopter needs both the BKB and the Sanj and Yash, but so far he hasn't gotten it yet. He also needs a Lincoln Sphere. It's everyone's worst nightmare to Tinker. Like, if you look at the composition of Radiant, they don't have a hero that could pull the Tinker out of the safe zone. Like, there's no Storm Spirit, there's no Kunkka, and even, well, Puck could potentially play that role, of that illusory orb to the tree. That's if the Puck is knowledgeable with the positioning of the Tinker. But like what I said, they don't have a hero that could counteract the Tinker. If you look at the stats, let's look at the kills, stats, and assists. Tinker only died once. And that's a glaring statistic. Like, you can't control the Tinker. And if you can't control the Tinker, then you're just saying he's going to get all the farm needed. He's going to get all the momentum needed. He has a Dagon at level 4. Oh my, Dagon at level 4. That is like DEFCON number 3 in the DEFCON level... Well, wait, which is higher? 1 or 5? I don't know. Anyway, it's like the highest level from DEFCON for the Pentagon. My goodness, just look at those March of the Machines, just creating space needed. Kodo. Ice Blast, he's forced to run away. He has a BKB, duel activated, and even with the BKB activated, it's not going to keep him safe from the duel though. But of course, Kodo is not going to live through that. But of course, a Meteor Hammer is activated to create some space to push forward and forward. Lloyd through the back lines, turning everyone into a fried pig. Now Izzy going on the offensive, which I haven't really seen that much because of the fact that his items are not really meant to do some damage. And GG already been declared by the Radiant, and things are looking nightmarish. Raise the white flag already, they do so, and Dark Mago, the Resilience have indeed paid off, but no, the Dire has indeed secured this victory, and they go to the next round of the opening qualifiers. And once again, this is Kenzie Wonderdrift signing off, and this will be my very, very last open qualifier match to broadcast, because I need to do some chores tomorrow morning, and yeah, that's all for today. Have a great morning or great night wherever you are around the world.